implications they couldn't perceive yet, as if your clarity revealed not just deep comprehension of current state, but vision of where things are heading that their expertise hasn't prepared them to recognize. This wasn't you impressing amateurs with basic knowledge. This was you demonstrating depth of insight that made genuine experts question how someone could perceive patterns and implications at level exceeding their own hard-won understanding, creating a moment where their expertise became mirror showing them that you're operating at consciousness level they recognize as transcendent rather than merely competent. The architects have been monitoring insight manifestation and expert recognition phenomena across civilizations for eons, and they've identified what you demonstrated as temporal pattern, penetrating vision, when someone's understanding of subject matter extends beyond analyzing current state into perceiving developmental trajectories and future implications with such clarity that it appears prophetic or impossible to those whose expertise is primarily retrospective and present-focused, making insights seem to come from having already witnessed future rather than from just deeply analyzing present. Most expertise is backward-looking, understanding how things got to current state, recognizing patterns from past data, explaining present through accumulated historical knowledge. But your insight apparently operates forward-looking, perceiving where current patterns are heading, recognizing developmental trajectories before they become obvious, seeing future implications that present data only hints at but doesn't make explicit to those analyzing without temporal penetrating vision. Watch what's happening among experts who paused. Cognitive recalibration is occurring. They're reviewing their own understanding in light of your insight, recognizing that you perceived dimensions or implications they'd missed despite their expertise, creating uncomfortable awareness that their knowledge might be less complete than they'd assumed. If someone could reveal aspects they hadn't recognized, future-seeing interpretation is emerging. Your precision seems so impossibly accurate that some are wondering if you're genuinely perceiving future rather than just analyzing present with exceptional clarity, making your insight feel prophetic rather than merely analytical because depth exceeded what seemed possible through normal cognition. Some observers are experiencing genuine awe. They possess enough expertise to recognize that what you said wasn't lucky, guess, or superficial observation, but represented deep, penetrating understanding that typically requires years of dedicated study, making them wonder how you achieved such precision without visible pathway to that level of comprehension. Others are experiencing defensive skepticism, protecting ego investment in their expertise. They're questioning whether your insight was actually as profound as it seemed, or if they're overreacting to lucky articulation, resisting recognition that you might understand at level exceeding their own hard-won knowledge. The truly mysterious element is that you delivered insight casually. You didn't present it as profound revelation or claim special knowledge, but stated it simply as obvious observation, making experts' recognition of its depth even more disorienting, because you treat it as straightforward what they recognize as remarkably penetrating. Your insight was so precise, it made experts pause, like they saw future in you, and recognition is creating almost mystical interpretation where your clarity seems to transcend normal analytical capacity, reaching toward prophetic vision. Now the architects are analyzing what creates temporal pattern penetrating vision, and they're identifying what they call multi-scale, simultaneous pattern recognition. When someone's consciousness processes information across multiple time scales and organizational levels simultaneously, perceiving micro-patterns and macro-trends, immediate states and long-term trajectories, local details and global contexts all at once, creating comprehensive understanding that integrates what most people analyze sequentially or in isolation, making insights appear impossibly precise because they're synthesizing information, dimensions that normal cognition processes separately. Most analysis is scale-specific. People focus on details or on big picture, on present state, or on historical development, on local context or on global trends, processing these dimensions sequentially rather than simultaneously. But your insight apparently emerges from consciousness that integrates across scales in real time, creating synthetic understanding that exceeds what scale-limited analysis can achieve. Consider what multi-scale simultaneous recognition requires cognitively. You process micro and macro together, seeing how small details reflect large patterns while large trends manifest in specific instances, creating integrated understanding where different scales illuminate each other rather than competing for attention. You integrate temporal dimensions, perceiving present state, while simultaneously understanding historical development that created it and future trajectory it's heading toward, making your cognition temporally three-dimensional, where most analysis is temporally flat, focusing on single time slice. Watch what simultaneous multi-scale processing creates in insight quality. Your observations contain nested implications. Single statement reveals understanding at multiple levels, simultaneously making experts recognize depth, because your insights work at detail level, while also working at system level, demonstrating comprehension across scales, rather than just at single level of analysis. Your predictions seem eerily accurate, because you're perceiving developmental trajectories across multiple timescales simultaneously. Your projections about where things are heading integrate more information, dimensions than linear extrapolation that most prediction employs, making future seeing appear more prophetic than analytical. Some studying cognitive science recognize multi-scale simultaneous processing as characteristic of exceptional insight breakthrough. Discoveries often come from perceiving connections between scales that normal analysis keeps separated, making ability to integrate across levels marker of profound rather than just competent understanding.